In this video, we're going to continue from the last one, where we have unknowns on both sides of the equation. However, now we notice that we're dealing with fractions. We've got one fraction where the numerator is 4x minus 3 and the denominator is 5. And on the other side of the equation, we've got a numerator of 2x plus 9 over 5. So in order to calculate the value of x, I still have to group the like terms like I did before. However, before I do that, and since we're dealing with fractions, there is a quick method of cross multiplication that I can use. So I'm going to cross multiply. Cross multiply. And in order to do that, I'll take the 5 of the first fraction, the denominator of the first fraction, which is 5, and multiply it with the numerator of the second fraction. So I'm multiplying 5 with 2x plus 9. And I'm going to multiply the denominator of the second fraction, which is 5, with the numerator of the first fraction. So as you can see, a cross is made. And we're multiplying, and hence that's where we get the name cross multiplication from. So I'm multiplying 5 with 2x plus 9, and multiplying this 5 with 4x minus 3. So rewriting that, I know that 4x minus 3 is being multiplied by 5. So I can write it like this. Yeah, 5 is being multiplied by 4x minus 3. And 5 is being multiplied by 2x plus 9. So all I've done now is just show you how each part of the fraction is being multiplied with each other. Now going back to chapter 2e, was it? Yep, 2e. We learned about expanding algebraic expressions through distributive law. So remember, we get the term outside the bracket and multiply it with each term inside the bracket. So that's what I'm going to do now. And simplify it. 5 times 4x is 20x. Minus 5 times 3 is 15. Equals to 5 times 2x is 10x. And 5 times positive 9 is 45. So now this looks a bit more familiar. This is something I can work with now because I can identify the like terms, which are 20x and 10x. And I can identify another set of like terms, which is minus 15 and 45. So my job now is to group the like terms together. So I'm going to start with bringing 10x to this side. In order to do that, I need to cancel it off on the right hand side. So I'll subtract 10x. And I'll subtract 10x over here. Rewriting this equation, I'll be left with 20x minus 10x minus 15 equals to 10x has been cancelled out because I've subtracted it. So I'll only be left with positive 45. Now not all my like terms are grouped together. I've got my x's together, my terms with the x's together. However, 15 now needs to go to the other side. So don't forget the sign, it's a negative 15. That negative is part of its value. So I need to cancel it out. So I'm not going to subtract negative 15 because that will give me negative 30. I need to make negative 15 into 0 to cancel it out. So I need to plus 15 on this side. And I'll plus 15 on this side. Finally, I'll be left with an equation where all the like terms are on one side of the equation. So 20x minus 10x gives me 10x equals to 45 plus 15 equals 60. And to get x by itself, all I have to do is divide it by 10 on the left hand side and repeat the same process on the right hand side. Therefore x will be equal to whatever 60 divided by 10 equals to. So x is equal to 6. So this is a bit more complicated. However, if you have been following chapter 2 and chapter 3 very closely, a lot of the content that we learn are being drawn together. And so you're learning how to expand your cross multiplying you're grouping like terms, and then finally you're solving the value of x while performing inverse operations. So there's a lot in this example that we've already learned, and we're bringing it all together to be able to solve the x's value.